So I think we deserve to relax a little bit, you know? I think we can all think of ASME as a bubble bath, actually. Each of these bubbles is a committee. And on their own, the committees do great. Take Print Lab, for example. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Mitchell Blott. I like being outside, hiking, things like that. I like to read, if you couldn't tell. And I'm also the Print Lab manager for ASME, at least one of them. And I've helped lead a team of around 15 people to make and generate thousands of dollars for ASME across various projects. Print Lab does great, but there's a problem. And it's a problem that you can see in every committee. And that's that the committees are disconnected, right? They don't really interact with each other. And as Vice President Internal, I would change that. I would make and encourage intercommittee events. I know personally, I have not really been able to explore ASME as much as I want to. And I think these intercommittee events and projects could be the answer. Imagine Print Lab working with projects on something, or the social committee working with community service to bolster support. Because of outside obligations, like maybe you have a job or research, you would only be able to really attend one committee maybe. But with these events, you'd be able to get to know more, and you'd be able to get to know maybe 2 at a time, maybe even 3 at a time. If you're already committed to a committee, you would be learning collaboration skills by working with the other committee, right? I want to bring you the most opportunities that you can attend possible. But let's get back to the bathtub a little bit, all right? Each bubble is different and unique, all right? They all have different sizes, for example. Some are big, some are smaller. You can't tell I'm talking about the committees. And something that I think needs to be a priority is that we need to be able to investigate why some committees are more successful than the other. Maybe the officer doesn't think that we need a committee. Maybe they don't want one. Or maybe we just don't have the right resources in place. I think that needs to be a priority as VPI to investigate why and become a guide and a mentor to those that need it. Another thing I'd do is I'd revamp the committee sign-up form. It's kind of old and outdated, and it can be hard to use for both members and officers. Another thing I'd like to change in regards to committees is events. And I'm not just talking about the inter-committee events. I'm talking about I want to see more events with other orgs, with ASME National, with the faculty more. As VPI, I would work to bring you these opportunities, and through these collaborations, you'd be able to gain more skills and grow personally. But let's talk more about you, the ASME member. So, I actually want to focus on new members first, because that's the first hurdle that you can go through. It can be challenging to even just sign up. I know getting dues paid, for me, was tough because I didn't have the NORSL at the time, and it was hard to find an officer running around. I'd suggest that at every GBM we have like a booth or something where people can go to pay their dues and get things done. Streamline the process a little. And I want to talk about the dues a little bit more because I want you to know your money wouldn't just be going to the cool projects that ASME is doing. It'd be going back into you, into the skills you learn. And also, I want to push for the scholarship to come back. The person who goes to the most things and participates the most, I believe, should be rewarded in some way. Now, I know I started the speech off a little goofily, blowing bubbles and everything, but I'm serious. I want to be your next VPI, and I want to fight for you guys. I want to provide the opportunities that you need to grow as a person, and I want to enhance the ASME community by bringing the committees together and bringing us all together. Thank you guys for your time. Justin.
Okay, so great speech, first of all. You mentioned a bit about national, the department, and just collaboration in general. So I guess my question is, what initiatives would you implement to help members leverage ASME National resources, networking, and mentorship programs, as well as what would you do in regards to the department?
Yeah, so starting off with ASME National, I think an easy area to improve is within our own marketing. I know personally some students who, because I've worked with LEAD, I've worked with them, who have come from UH and have worked with LEAD and gained mentorship from various people in the oil and gas field. but it didn't really feel like ASME-UH had anything to do with it. So I think we need to get more involved. We need to find out about these opportunities, and we need to be the ones to present them to these students instead of them just finding it on their own. Now, in regards to working more with the faculty, I think we need to put our name out there more and talk to them more consistently. Right now, we have the welcome party that we do every semester, and it's great and it's fun. And we keep up with some professors, but not all. And I think that it could just improve by showing our faces a little more and talking to them.